All right, I have hit the button to go live. It says that we are live. Please let me know if you can hear me, because if there's one thing that usually happens whenever I go live, it's that nobody can hear me and I'm just talking to myself in an empty room. I'm actually still doing that, but sometimes I like to pretend that you guys hear with me. Hello, my name is Carrow Brown. I am an urban fantasy author. I'm also the executive assistant over at Riververse, and we are here to do writing sprints. So, this month, for those of you who are not aware, is what we in the writing community like to refer to as Preptober. So Preptober is for all the individuals who are preparing to write a novel in November. So in November, there is National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo. And they kind of use October to kind of get ahead of the ball on that. Now, I will not be officially participating in NaNoWriMo. I haven't actually officially participated in a long time. But I love to be around other people who are writing during that month. There's something about when everybody gets together to like write a book and they're super excited about it, where I'm like, yes, this is my jam. I love to be around those people during that time. And then I like to try and encourage them, because if there's one thing you guys know, it's like once you get to like November 15th, nobody wants to write their book anymore. They're like ready to throw that thing into like the fireplace and pretend like it never existed, but you have to finish it. You have to finish it. That's the goal. That's what you're supposed to do. But so today's questions are going to be centered around October, and today we're actually going to be talking about creating plots. So if you are thinking about writing your book and you are looking at doing something akin to that, we will be discussing aspects of plot and reader takeaway. So that will be exciting for mostly myself, because I think if there's one thing I really love about books and authors, is talking about them with their plots. So now we're going to go ahead and start. Probably, it's just me on the screen, so we'll probably start in like a couple of minutes, but I would like to say hello to everybody that came and joined us. So we'll go ahead and start at the top. Sky first is number 1. Hi there. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. For those of you who are not aware, Sky actually will stream in the morning on Sundays, and if you would like to get extra words in with another host, I would recommend going to her channel. I think you are a mod, and you can link your channel in my comment section if you would like, Sky. You are welcome to. Devil's Air is here. Hello, and the Dutch way of saying hello will be lurking, but it depends on how fast Roycey Boy is done with the stream, so I will be answering your Q&A stuff you do. Oh, you're welcome to do that. Thank you for stream hopping. I appreciate you including me in that process. Sky says, I will be doing research on Puritan lifestyles and the Salem witch trials in prep for NaNoWriMo. Exciting times. You're going to really like that stuff. We did it when I was in high school. Misty Kate is here. Hello, Misty Kate. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you are doing well. Is it Preptober time? Yes, it is. It is, in fact, the 1st of October. Therefore, we are officially in October. So, I love rebelling. Yes. So, rebels are people who don't follow anything that has to do with the NaNoWriMo setup, which is totally fine. I love it. Also, if you guys are not aware, the history of National Novel Writing Month actually had to do with a group of people that had nothing to do in the month of November, so they would just get together and write a novel of their own choosing, right? This was like back in the 1990s. And it's kind of morphed. And it's actually morphed again recently this year into something a little different. But what I used to really like about the organization itself is that it would donate money to groups and organizations to help promote writing with young children. So that was always something I was into, because I think everybody should write at some point. Everyone should write at least one book, just so you understand what it is like. Let's see. Timo is here. Hello, Timo. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you are doing well. Catpaw is here. Hello, everyone, and hello to you, Catpaw. Thank you for being here. CB is here. Hello, I have adulting to do, and then I need to finish this ridiculous story. Well, I hope I can give you the opportunity to focus on that while you're here with us. Mike has bad knees. Hello, I have seen you in Eric's stream, so thank you for including me in your viewing content. I really do appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. I also hope that your knees are not too bad right now. Stephanie is here. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Andrew is here. Hello, favorite. How are you doing? Throwing the hearts in. I appreciate that. Thank you. Melissa, you have to forgive me. I'm like really good at destroying everybody's name, so that's why when I look at your name, I'm like, visually processing it. I'm toddle wrangling today, but I'm happy to catch you. Well, I'm happy that you caught me too. Just make sure that you throw me back in the wild when you're done, okay? So, let's see. Southworth says lurking, working on a coding tool for a work project. Thanks for doing the work streams. You are very welcome. I am happy that you are here. I have been working lately with a markdown system because I'm thinking about switching my digital planner, because if you guys are not aware, I have used Notion to the point where I'm causing it to lag. I mean, like, lag on the PC. I have fiber, right? So it's like, I'm looking at alternatives. I'm also kind of trying to figure out how to switch how I do this process. And I'll be real with you guys, I tried to do the paper journaling, the paper journaling thing so hard, and it's just not working. It's just not. I need something that I can put on my phone, so that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, thank you for listening to my problems. First world problems of white women who like pumpkin spice latte. Stacy is here. Hello, Stacy. Got distracted cleaning. Well, if you want to keep cleaning, you can do that. If you want to write, you can do that too. I'm just happy that you're here. Thank you very much. Kate is here. Hello, Kate. Doing the good work with the spreadsheet still, I hope. I've done it. Every time I look at your spreadsheet thing that you've got set up, I'm like, man, she's doing the good work there. I'm here to give it a view time before I go to work. Well, I hope work is also very kind to you. CB says, my CV, my planning is done for Nano, but the physical part isn't. Oh, okay. Let's see. Shannon posted a video this morning, and the class she's teaching is doing 30 minutes of writing during Nano as part of the Young Writers Program. Oh, it's fantastic. Yes, we love it. I've dropped in your stream before, but never said anything. You lurker. Let's see, Stacy says, that reminds me, I need to go look at the Preptober stuff since it is the first day. It is. I'm sure there's some official write-up of stuff out there like that. I'm just shrugging. Here we go. Let's see, CB, I'll be back in a little bit. Dishes need to be done. How dare those dishes take you away from me? Dirty things. Southworth, I love to hear how you solve that planner problem. I may ClickUp panic regularly. I'm currently... ClickUp is really good if you have a team of people, right? And I recommend that software to a lot of individuals who are kind of... I recommend it. That's what I'm going to say. Now, if you want to talk to a real expert on that software, Amy is the person who I would talk to, because she uses ClickUp for everything. And I don't think she has a lag problem, but if she does, she probably knows how to make it not do that. But the program that I am considering swapping over to, it's called Obsidian, and it just uses like a whole markdown code system. So on one hand, I'm kind of like, hey, it's a simple way to start doing my planner stuff. And then on the other hand, it's like, I'm learning a new skill set. So it's like, makes my brain extra happy. Now, will I keep doing it? I don't know. Let's find out in 3 months, because that's usually when I start switching planner systems. All right. So Loreverse is here. Hello, Lore. Hope you are doing well. I think you have one more week before you can switch your name back, right? And for those of you who would like to go and see that write-in that Sky was talking about, there's a link there for you. Please feel free to go and support that. I am going to be a Nano Rebel this year. I'm going to work on 2 projects. Oh my goodness, look at you. Let's see, 1 nonfiction, 1 fiction. I'm going to be starting 1 week early. Oh my goodness. I'm going 1 week later to, in fact, to take in the fact I get sick. Oh, I hope you don't get sick. Nobody likes to get sick. I hate getting sick. Ugh, gross. Everything is well. I went to mass, and then I cleaned up my house, and we did some meal planning today, and I worked on some Christmas gifts. I'm working on Christmas gifts. I'm hand making things this year, so we'll see how that goes and see how long my hands can take that abuse. Let's see. Mary is here. Hello, Mary. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Marty is here. Hello, Marty. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys are all here today. Thank you so much. And you know what that means. I've hit the bottom of the comment section. We should probably get to the writing part of the writing sprint. Otherwise, I don't know why we're here. Am I correct? Okay. Let's see. I love to stay about your microphone and doing my head in. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is it sounding weird to anybody else? Because I can fix it, or I can try and fix it. Somebody let me know. I will fix it. I don't want your head to hurt, and I don't want it to be because of my microphone. But happy writing, everybody. Okay, well, we should probably get to the writing with that then. Okay, so my voice is going in and out. Not that I'm just replacing this thing. That's on my to-do list. All right, so pick your microphone. But there's nothing in here. What's going on? Okay, hold on. Okay, we were going to start writing sprints, but now I'm going to try and figure out what the heck is going on. You know what? No, this is not the time to do that. We're going to write, and then I will fix this later. I promise. I'm going to fix it. All right, so how this is going to work is we are going to write for 20 minutes. We will take a 10-minute break, and then we will, again, do that over. Now, I promised you guys questions. There will be questions. So the first question in regards to Preptober is going to be, in one sentence, what do you want your story to be about? I always like to ask this question because this is only I'm working on it. And I like to ask this question because typically what happens with folks whenever they want to talk about their story, they don't have that summarized grasp on it. So when they try to explain it, they go on these weird rabbit trails that nobody can follow. So let's do that and make sure that we have a firm grasp of what our story is going to be about. And while you guys answer that question and work for 20 minutes, I'm going to hopefully fix this mic. So let's go ahead and start this sprint in 3, 2, 1, and I will talk to you guys in 20. Hi. Oh, in the chat. I've actually, like, prior to my move here to Texas, so I don't know, but I've had this thing since 2018. I think it can go out to pasture at this point. So I did that, and I also started reviewing the opening chapter for Stitch Witch because I told my cover artist that I would do my best to start sending her regular updates. So in order for me to do that, I kind of have to edit a little bit. So that is what I'm working on right now. So while I wait for you guys to share your progress, I'll take a look and see what the answer to your or the answers to the question are. I can use words. I really can. Also, thank you. I really do like these as well. The nail tech lady was very quick with it. I thought it was gonna take longer, but she just like hammered it out real fast. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Marty says I will be doing nano, but we work on two different projects. Haven't made up my mind yet. I think I'm gonna officially finish doing Sparks Flying this nano. That's what I'm gonna do, which makes me a rebel because it's mostly done right now. I'm just gonna go in there and just like give it the old elbow grease and finish it up, and then I'll put it up for purchase. Because last time I think I had it on Kindavella and nobody read it, so that told me a lot. I answered this question already. Stacy says story. Oh wait, so story one that Stacy's working on, which is the nonfiction, is the history of Levi Shirk and Rachel, last name, and their children's descendants, who they are and where they live. Okay, we like it. And then story two is still working on because I have not figured out the why to the why is the villain and is the villain. Oh, their motivation. Yeah. Yeah, you never want a stagnant villain, so it's always good to have those hashed out as much as you can. Since in most stories, I'll say it that way, the hero's reacting to whatever it is that the villain's doing. So you always want that villain to be a constant active character that's creating ripples within your story that you're kind of seeing through the perspective of your main character. So, I'm glad that you really like the wording of this question, Misty. I try to do thought-provoking things for you guys. Let's see. Davis Hunter wants to settle down and enjoy a quiet life, but unrest from Salem is bleeding into town, and his new wife, Sarah, accused of witchcraft. Just maybe what everybody fears she is. Oh my. And then returning back to Mike, I really do hope that you come and join us writing. It's so fun. I think everybody should do it. Devil's Air says, can't answer this question as I have no story to tell yet. One day you will, and I will still be here doing writing sprints, more than likely. Let's see. Gotta bounce. Okay, bye, CB. Thanks for coming. Guy says, found books that are related to Salem witch trials that I want to check the local library for before I look at buying them. That's smart. Do it up. There's also some history buffs on YouTube who talk about Salem, so you could probably look at those as well and take notes. Missy says, when trouble starts to turn up in the picturesque town of Nelson, ex-bank robber Lucas returns to Lee's life to play protector to her and her daughter from unknown threat. I already like the fact that it's an ex-bank robber. I like it. Perfect. I don't know what mine is going to be for this story. I like how I ask you guys questions, but then I don't have my own answer, right? It probably has something to do about... I want my story to be a coming-of-age story about a woman who reconnects with the legacy of her family that was unknown to her because her father was adopted. That's what I want it to do. And I guess for me, legacy is always really important to me in some shape or fashion because maybe it's because I feel like I see it very often today, but I feel like a lot of people are ignoring legacy and not the things that came before them. Maybe, for whatever reason, but it's like this weird... Oh, did I miss yours? Hold on. I didn't mean to miss yours. Okay, I did in fact miss yours. Overcoming fate and achieving destiny, if that makes any sense. Yes. So, not having... Is it like a predestined path that you're trying to not have those... maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe you should explain. My agitated brain. I'm like, "Where is it? Hoping you're awkward work," but yeah, so I wanted my stuff to be about discovering legacy and learning about it, and, um, I guess the fun thing is that the legacy is not 100% honored, but there's an awareness of it. So, anyway. Oh, man. Good talk, though. You guys have some really good ideas. I really love that. And thank you for hearing me on that. Like I said prior to us starting this sprint, one of the things I always realize that happens is when I talk to folks about their books and I ask them like, "Hey, what's your book about?" I don't get like the elevator pitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that rabbit trail because they want to tell me a lot about their book, and that's rightfully so. I think all authors really want to talk about their books to anybody who wants to listen to them. So like, no qualms there. But when you've only got 30 seconds to talk about your book, having like that concise line of thinking is kind of what you need. So, and of course, I did not change my banners. Been doing this for like what? How many years now? I still can't change my banners appropriately. Also, if you guys have not gotten any water, please take a moment to get some water. Take a moment to like stretch and turn. Save your work as well. Don't be like me and lose like 2,000 of your words repeatedly because you forgot to save. Okay, hold on. So my character's fate is he is a dark lord, but he finds out he could change his dark fate to his blessed destiny. Oh, okay, okay. I follow you now. Thank you for explaining that. I like that. And then Misty Kate says, I think mine's about is found family among ex-criminals is in a pretty setting. I was just talking to somebody about like the difference between like the family you're born into and the family that you make with others. Yeah. It's so crazy sometimes. All right. So on that note, though, oh, we got more. We got Kane. Kane is here. Hello, Kane. Self-acceptance and responsibility. Yeah. It's the same one I think about. Yes, that is exactly what your story's about. Sure. All right. Let me put up question 2 because I think we'll go ahead and start early because now that I've actually gotten into the writing and editing, I want to do a little bit more of it. So I'm going to actually change these banners appropriately. I'm going to be on top of my game, guys. I'm going to be on top of my game. Here I go. All right. So the second question is, when you're creating your plots, do you focus on internal, aka the character arc, or are you looking at the external? So it's I guess you could call that, do you focus more on the character arc of your story, or do you focus more on the external plot of everything that the character's going through, right? And that goes back to like plot-driven stories or character-driven stories. So I'm very curious which one you focus on first. Not saying that you only do one, but which one is the one that you're kind of like, I'm diving into this before I do anything else. All right, good. Look at me. I'm getting my act together, guys. I'm getting my act together. All right. On that note, though, I do want to start another sprint. So, okay, good. It didn't just automatically start. Beautiful. Oh, it did. It made a liar out of me. Do you see that? It made a liar out of me. We're going to go ahead and start another 20-minute sprint, though. So, again, we're going to do this for 20 minutes. We'll come back, share our progress, go over the questions, have a little bit more of a chit-chat, and then we'll do 2 more sprints after that. So 2 more. We'll go ahead and start this sprint in 3, 2, 1, and I will talk to you guys in 20. I chapter. That's what I did. I don't know what program you guys write, but I purposely write in a program that does not have a spell checker because I find those little notifications from the program that tells you that you spelled something wrong usually ends up stopping me from writing. So it's one of those things where I'd rather finish the chapter and then go and fix it versus fixing as I go. And I know some people like to fix it as they go. So, wrong way, as long as you write a book, right? Ugh. But let's take a look here and see if we got a couple answers to the question, which is when creating your plots, do you focus on internal or external plot? I actually focus on the external plot and then I work in the internal after that since they're kind of intertwined. But for me, external first. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I saw that there were other people who were similar. So thank you. Misty Kate says definitely internal. I call it a character and relationship plot. Oh, nice. We like that. Stacy says I normally focus on the external plot because the character art comes far more naturally to me. I like it. Sky says external plot, the events of the story based on the character's decisions. I don't always know what those decisions will be when I start this. And Barrett X is here. I don't think I've seen you here before, Barrett, but thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. I'd say I'm more focused on the external plot now. Having a good frame than filling in the gaps will make a more clear work in my mind. Oh, I love that. Yes. Missy says I should focus on external more. That's what I get stuck on. As long as you get a book written, right? In my opinion. My first novel was centered around one character's journey, and I built the whole story around that. What is the name of this book, Barrett? What is it? You are in a place where we are nosy readers. We'd like to know. Jess is here. Hello, Jess. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really do appreciate it. Lorver says external. Within my story, an event takes place that causes all of the internal issues. Side note, I think external is also easier for newer writers. Yes. I had to think about that. Like really think about it. I mean, it can be. I guess it depends on like the kind of story that you want to write. And for romance, people who want to write romance, maybe writing the internal, which is two people coming together, would be easier to do. But I think it's just a personal preference. Next book I'm writing is nonfiction, so I'm not focused on plots. And we'll be getting back to fiction writing soon, though. What is this nonfiction you are writing? Is it an essay? Is it a family retelling? I have questions. Mary says both, usually external first, but then I get into the character arc at some point along the way. Nice. And then Mary had to go. Mary left us. She abandoned us on this quest. We must now venture forward as writers to finish it by ourselves. What will we do without our wizard? Let's see. Devil There says, I like a bit of both, but I have blood-based magic system in mind, but I'm having problem with something for the female part, seeing how this takes both mental and physical training. The male are the protectors, and the man and woman need to work together, but I don't know what to do for the female part of the magic and God of the world. Okay. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. Marty says, I tend to plot the external, but learn a bit about the character along the way. I know you're not supposed to do it that way. There's no rules about how you do it, Marty. I wouldn't. If somebody told you you're not supposed to do it a certain way, like just be like pish posh. But I find writing more fun doing it this way, and that's what matters. That's what matters. I can't remember whose gilded I was in, but they started talking about writing rules and breaking writing rules. And the only 2 cents that I had to give in regards to writing rules is that the rules that you guys kind of run into are usually house rules from publishers that they ask their authors to do. And because it works for them, a lot of people say those are the writing rules. But the truth is, like, as long as you write a book, it doesn't matter, right? Like, there's nobody that came out and said the only way to write a book is, you have to outline first. Like, every pantser who just heard me, just cringed at that, right? Write your story. Have fun with it. You said 2 GOD, not 1 male, 1 female. Duality. Nice. I fix as I go. I don't know how you do that. I don't know. And looking up videos about the Puritan religion now. Enjoy. Machine to Man is the name of the book. Machine to Man, he says. Just going to sit here and casually look this up. Machine to Man. I'm good. I did. Let's see. It's about gender ideology. It might be at a length where it's more of a manifesto. I'll release it as an EPUB, online PDF, and physical book, regardless of word count. Yeah. I think. I mean, you can release it however long you want to. I know the print requirement for Amazon is it has to be at least 90 pages. I think that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds right. It has to be at least 90 pages. Lore says he's got to head out, but always enjoy these streams. Very peaceful and exciting. God bless and have a good one. I will just because you told me to. Thank you. I don't know why I'm so stiff. I haven't even lifted weights today. You know what? As soon as we get done with this stream, I'm gonna go lift me some weights. That's what I'm gonna do. Starting the Muscle Mommy program tomorrow again. It's actually been my favorite month challenge, and I figured since we're moving into October and it's the one that doesn't require like the most amount of equipment, that was the one I was gonna circle back to and do again. Oh man, I do like me some working out. I have been working on the running though. I've been able to run 5 miles at this point, which is way better than I was at the start of the year. So I got the 5 miles down, and then I just want to work on. I lost a little bit of my bicep swell, but we're gonna get that back. We're gonna get back, guys. Get back. That gain that I had, I will gain it again. So, let's see. And Jess says I tend to work with characters first, but it also really depends. For my current work in progress, I had to really figure out the external plot. Let's see. Lifting is my ultimate hobby, and your mic cuts out a lot. Yes, yes. We've had this discussion, or actually earlier today, and unfortunately, this mic is going to get drop kicked after the stream, sir. If you are, sir, I'm assuming. Please correct me. And a new mic will be arriving tomorrow, so this will be the last time that I have to have poor quality mic, and I will let you know that I'm not very happy with this at all. It's really aggravating. And then Kane says that he does the internal. I do appreciate y'all helping me be better by telling me that the mic is complete garbage. I really do, because I don't know unless you guys tell me. And unfortunately, the mic, when I hear it back in my headset, it sounds completely fine. So something's going on. But yeah, so at the end of today, I won't have that problem again. Thank you. Oh, man. So let's go ahead and pull up the next question, and I will get set up for the next sprint here in just a second. Also, if you guys have not done so, let me pull it up. Please remember to drink your water, to save your stuff, and to also move around just a little bit. Just wag the arms, act like you're a bird or something. I don't care. You hear me more when my head is turned to the right. So is that like your right? Or my right, because my right's this way. Like the mic is like right here in front of my face. It's like this far away from my face right now. Like it's just garbage. It's getting thrown away. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I had to replace the mic too, so I understand struggle. Thank you. It's so aggravating. I just want people to hear me. Oh, goodness. Please save your work. If you have not saved your work. Okay, so if I like turn to my right, you guys can hear me. That makes no sense to me. I don't know why, but okay. I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the next question now because this is where we are. All right, okay. I'm gonna take that comment down. I'm gonna mentally hate my mic even more. All right, third question before we start the third sprint is how many subplots do you like to weave into your story? Do you like to have 2 plots? Do you like to have 15 plots? You let me know how many plots you like to have. And then if you have a whole bunch of plots, my following question for you on that is how do you tie it all together, right? Like that's a bonus answer you can give me. If you've got 15 plots, how do you make sure that they all wrap up at the end? Or are you the kind of person that has one overarching plot for like a giant series of books? I'm trying so hard to talk to my right, guys. It's uncomfortable. Okay. Anyway, so we are about to start this next sprint. It will be for 20 minutes, and then at the end of the 20 minutes, we will go over the answers, share our progress, be gloriously amazing together because we have written something or washed dishes. I don't know, but we will have done it together. Fantastic. Let's just go ahead and start this. I will talk to you in 20. fire. So we don't need anything to be unclear. So I might actually have. I will have the first pass of chapter 1 at least completed. I'll have to do one more before I send it to somebody because there's no way I'm just going to randomly send this to folks. Let's see. Why you guys are sharing what you did and how you did. First thing I'm going to do is say hello to Mama Ward. Hello, Mama Ward. My internet started crashing repeatedly for the last 2 hours. I'm very sorry. And I'm here to boop the like and hope to lurk. I hope that you enjoyed that hitting of the like button. I definitely enjoy it. It helps me with that evil algorithm. Although I have to say, like, doing writing sprints on YouTube is not exactly the most titillating content. So, yeah, I just want to be heard. Please hear me. Misty Kate says, in answer to my question, and remember the question was, how many subplots do you like to weave into a story? Is character dictates that, and I discover some along the way, but usually between 3 and 5. 3 to 5 is what you. Stacy says, I normally have 2 to 3 plots going on. Guy says it varies. I don't know how many this one will have. I have a tendency to add plots that I don't realize are there until I finish the first draft. Right? Barrett says, my novel only has a subplot, and I tied it in by making it involve the main character, so its conclusion drove the story forward. Oh, I like that. Good job. I always like it when plots come together. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. So Stacy says I normally have 1 to 2 plots going on and then followed that up with. However, I once wrote a fan fiction where I ended up with 23 plots, and each couple had their own storyline plot. It was very much like a soap opera, and I was very proud of it. I have read plenty of fan fictions like that, and those are always fun. People like to see like what all the other characters are up to. I think that's why I like those epilogues that mangakas do are so hip and with it, because people are wanting to find out what happens to these other characters. Devil's Air says, I like to max 3. 1 and 2 will be resolved for the character, but 3 I would like to read either open for if it's 1 book and open ending, or 2 books and it will be resolved there. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, see, everybody's like, yeah, you got those 23 subplots? Oh. There was one lady who, I think it was a lady. I mean, the name was Becky Tailweaver, so I'm making some gross assumptions there, I know. But Becky Tailweaver wrote one of my favorite fan fictions, and I was so like ready to find out where the story was going. And she stopped updating the story. She stopped updating it in 2007, and I will never know what happened. Let's see. I will admit that the 23 plot story was very loose as far as the overarching storyline, much like soap operas. There is, in fact, dogs in this room. In fact, he shut my light off. I don't know if you guys saw it. Like, my light went completely off because he just went in there and bumped it. Such a naughty dog. So naughty. Okay, so Marty had to go. I don't know if you came back for the replay, Marty, but thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Let's see. Mama Ward says all the subplots and then subplots until I have a freaking underwater naval fleet. I don't know how you do that, but I respect it. Let's see. Just going through these real quick. King says at least less than 3 or 5. Okay. And then Debbie wants us to know, Debbie, did you write 110 words or do you have 110 subplots? I just want that clarification. Thank you. Misty, yeah, there are many a meme about 80 chapter fanfics that are unfinished. I know, and I'll never know the ending that was intended for it. Like, I can make up my own. Like, could you just imagine? Like, that's the meta, right? Like the fan fiction of the fan fiction to complete the fan fiction. Oh, gotta love it though. There was a. I have not gotten into fan fiction in such a long time. Like, I used to be all about like Dragon Ball Z fan fiction, Inuyasha fan fiction, Kenshin fan fiction, like kind of like the established oldies, right? But read anything lately. I think that's like a disturbing. community. Maybe I should. Words. Okay. Thank you. If it was subplots, I was gonna ask you. Korean comics got all those subplots. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Korean soap operas are like just the craziest things ever, but I can't stop watching them. They're amazing. Just so good. Let's see. Now I'm curious. I want to see if Becky Tailweaver is still out there somewhere. Becky Tailweaver. I bet not. Well, at least on fanfiction.net. Translations. Okay. Has not done anything since 2017. Making me do all the work. Instead of putting dot, you just wrote the word dot. I can't fault it. I do that for my website as well to stop the bots from telling me that they can help me with my SEO. I already have a really good SEO person. Let's see. Now I'm like creeping on like this fanfic writer. Like I've got nothing better to do, right? Let's see. 2017 was when the last of this stuff was updated. This one was 2011. There's a lot of Conan fan fiction. Listen, I'm here for the Zelda fan fiction that you did. That's my other thing. Zelda fan fiction. I love that stuff. I like gobble that up. Like fan theories. Oh, I can't wait. Those are some videos that I'll lose hours on. No, okay. So sad. Probably won't happen. Sniffle, sniffle. First world problems. My fanfic author won't finish my fanfic. Alright, I'm going to close some of these tabs because I don't need them all up. Alright, so. Close that one. Alright, perfect. So that leads us to our last question. Because this is the last sprint. This is it, guys. This is it. This is the final leg of our journey. We've done our own character arc. We've developed things. We've learned stuff about ourselves, such as what we like to actually do within 20 minutes and how long we actually like to do it. We also learned a little bit about fan fiction subplots, which I, for some reason, feel like that's the greater takeaway right now. So the last question is, what is the reader takeaway you want with your story? And so what I mean by that, because I want to put some clarification on there, is when somebody reads your story, what is it that you want them to walk away from? Like, what is the impression? I've met a lot of people that when they want to talk to me about their stories, like, yeah, it's gonna be revolutionary, right? It's gonna change the world. And when you ask how, they're like, it's just gonna be different. It's gonna break the mold. But when somebody reads your book, do you want them to feel happy? Do you want them to feel sad? Is there a moral that you want them to work with? Like, do you want them to leave knowing that the power of friendship will save everything? Or do you want them to be contemplative about like duality of human nature? I'm throwing out lots of buzzwords, okay? Maybe it will make me seem insightful. We'll see. But let's see. Oh, what's this Stacy saying? I love it when Stacy says words. I don't have to worry about finishing that story. It was published in Yahoo Group, which doesn't exist anymore. Oh man, the Yahoo. Guys, you guys remember when Yahoo, like that first interface was like the coolest thing ever, right? Like, now it's like, sometimes I forget that Yahoo's a thing until I get an email from somewhere that says like .yahoo at the end. And I'm like, man, I forgot that thing was like, y'all still using Yahoo? Like, oh my goodness. I say that about people who use MySpace as well, though. You still use that MySpace? Oh my goodness. Alright, on that note, though. Okay, so again, do my clap. We are on the final sprint of today. So again, it's going to be the final 20 minutes. We are going to write as much as we can, edit, read, whatever it is that you do in 20 minutes. They're your 20 minutes to use as you see fit. I'm just here to help facilitate those 20 minutes for you. And then we will reconvene, we will share our answers, we will share our progress, and then we'll go about our days. I don't know. I'm flapping my arms around like a bird, because maybe I'll feel free. I don't know. You tell me. But we will go ahead and start this sprint, and I will talk to you guys in 20. Which is good because that was really the one thing I wanted to get done. I wanted to have at least one chapter reviewed. But I need to be better about making time for it. And then I spent the rest of the time trying to find Machine to Man. Bear, if you're still here, is it under Velvet Room Publishing? Because if it is, then I'm going to get this. I just wanted to check. Alright, so first off, we're done with that. So we're just going to focus on my face. Hello. You can see my dog in the background. Cameo. You know, everybody's really here for the dog, not me. So let me close that as well. And I'm going to go over everybody's answers to the question, which was, what is the reader takeaway? Okay, cool. I'm going to buy it right now. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So what is the reader takeaway you want from your stories? So I'm going to scroll up. All right, people are confirming that they still do use the Yahoo. Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the weirdo. Let's see. King says I want them to ask what a monster really is. Okay, that's good. I like it. Like it. I say I like it like that's the approval. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Sky says assumptions are bad and you should never listen to others when your eyes and ears see and hear something else, but I also want readers entertained. Are you not entertained? Mama Ward says for them to feel like they know and will miss the characters and send me a model of their tears for my roses. Oh, what a way with words you have, Mama Ward. Misty Kate says what Mama Ward said. Barrett says, I just hope they enjoy my story and become more thoughtful and become a more thoughtful person. Machine to Man's intention is to make one question the nature of humanity. That's definitely my jam. Let's see. Devil's Air. You need to both mentally and physically struggle to get stronger, and male and female both have their strengths but different. That's okay. But also difference is okay. And then Devil's Air went to sleep. Good night. I hope you slept well. Stacy says, for my nonfiction, that they can learn a bit more about the people. For my fiction enjoyment, I only want them to feel like they did not waste their time. Yeah. One of my favorite books that I like to talk about is called Seven Figure Fiction by T. Taylor. No, you're all surprised. But she made a comment in there, which was along the lines of, I'm willing to pay $8 for my pumpkin spice latte because instead of your book, because I know the pumpkin spice latte won't suck. And I was like, oh man, that hurts my heart a little bit. So you still, what? You have an AOL? I don't even know where mine is. I had one when I lived with my dad way back in like 1990s. It's gone out there, lost to the wild seas of the internet. And did I get Stacy? Okay, I got Stacy. Oh, I can put in the next answer of the question of the day that I'm going. Well, that was it. That was it. We only do 4 questions. We only do 4 sprints. We are done. We have finished. We have accomplished this obstacle together, and we have come out victorious and stronger than before. Well done. Well done, everyone. Super proud of you. Put yourselves in the back. You did it. You did it. Hello. I know you guys can't see him, but Ranger is very fussy right now. I think he wants me to take him out, which is probably my cue to go ahead and end the stream. So, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I will be doing this again next Sunday. If you wish to come and do more writing with me, whether it be for the nano prep or writing in general, you are most welcome to come and watch me fumble my way through these wild internet streets. And hopefully when you guys come back, I will have a different mic that doesn't cut out. We'll see what happens. But that will be me. And I have to do my regular shill. Hello. Now we're at the shill part of my stream. Down below, I have shilling. Those are my books. I wrote them. If you would like to read them, that would be great. If you read them and liked it and you wanted to leave a review, man, that'd be so cool. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I also have like a blog, and what else do I have? Yeah, I've got a blog where I talk about writing craft if you guys are into that, or other hot topics. And I think that's really it right now. I don't have any big events that are going on. Oh, okay. He's getting really insistent. You guys, I hope you all have it. So I'm hitting the end button, confirming the end button.